Tip number 2, we are separating eggs because we need 5 egg yolks. And I'm always saving the egg whites because we can make a dessert that requires only egg whites, like pavlova, macaroons, not to be confused with macaron. Macaroons is an American cookie that's made with egg whites and coconuts, and they are piped out with a little spike on the top. Macaron is French, and it's completely flat, and there's no coconuts in it. Different pronunciations. And when you're separating the egg whites, you should never have any egg yolk in it, or else it would not beat well. However, with the egg yolks, a little bit of egg white in it is forgiven. 4 and number 5. There are different ways of separation, of course. You can have more of a sophisticated kitchen separator from Williams-Sonoma or sur le table or something like that. Or you can use the old-fashioned way that I'm doing right now. And also there's another way where you can have, you put the egg in your hand and you let the egg whites seep through your fingers while catching the egg yolk in your palm. Now the recipe also calls for vanilla, and you can use the vanilla extract, or if you have one of those wonderful vanilla beans, that's even better. I ordered mine online because it was very difficult to find in the stores. Apparently it's a seasonal item and they are more abundant around the holidays. So, and what a difference, of course, in the aroma and the taste. So basically the vanilla beans come like that with a little crooked top. Right under that crooked head, you're gonna go split the vanilla bean throughout without puncturing the lower part of it, keeping it intact. And then we're gonna scrape what they call vanilla caviar, because look at that, it's so dark, it's black with little, very little, they look like the little caviar eggs. And scrape all of it, of course. You don't want to waste any of that. So that's equivalent to 1 teaspoon. And instead of throwing it away, you can stick it into your jar of sugar. It gives it a nice smell. I put that on the side. The cream is bubbling. What we're going to do now, we are going to temper the egg yolks, because if you put hot cream on the cold or room temp egg yolks, it will curdle it. So you're going to mix your egg yolks a little bit. Take some of the hot cream and slowly mix it in. That ensures it doesn't get all curdled and yucky. A little bit more. I think we're good here. And then we're going to add the egg yolks into the bowl that we're going to use to Mix all the ingredients in. And get your hand mixer ready. And on the lowest speed, you're going to slowly start adding the rest of the hot cream. Keep beating until it forms a nice fluffy, light yellow egg custard. And we will throw in half a cup of sugar. You don't need a lot of sugar in the custard because later on you will add sugar to the ramekins when the brulee is cooked. And then you're going to torch the top, so there's going to be more sugar. I'm going to add a teaspoon of espresso powder. And I got this wonderful brand, Italian Lavazza Espresso. It's fantastic. We're gonna throw it in a little bit at a time. I can smell it already. Slowly add in our little vanilla caviar. Beautiful. You got your cream, your egg yolks, your sugar, your vanilla pod, and espresso. All nice and whipped together. Now we're going to get it ready to pour into our ramekins. Alright, it's time now to pour the creme brulee in the ramekins, and I use this 1/2 inch high flattish ramekin. It's great for creme brulee, but you can also use the custard size ones. This one or that one, that's fine. But traditionally, it's the flattish one. And I put my custard mix in something that I can pour easily out of. So I just want to make sure all 6 ramekins have enough to go. And then I can go back again and fill them up a little bit more if I do have some extras. And I'm sure that's gonna taste fantastic with that espresso. How could you go wrong, right? That. Beautiful. You can rinse the same measuring cup, not cup, the measuring utensil, fill it with water, and we're going to do very slowly on the side here. Fill the pan with water until it reaches just a little lower than the top of the ramekin. Make sure the water does not go into the custard. Neither now when you're pouring the water or when you put it in the oven, because that will disturb the cooking process. And this is just a sheet pan. There we go. So you're not touching the top of the ramekin, just before that. It goes in a 350-degree oven for about, check it, about 40 minutes until a cake tester goes in and comes out clean, or a toothpick or a skewer. See you in a bitty. So now that the creme brulee is all baked, cooled, refrigerated, I got it up and put some sugar, and I'm torching it to get that nice crispy sugary topping that creme brulee is so famous for. Having a torch in the kitchen is quite essential. You can use it for creme brulees, you can use it to also torch some fish, vegetables, maybe potatoes, mashed potatoes if you pipe them out, duchesse types. And you can broil it or you can torch it faster. I love creme brulee. I love that creaminess. And this one has espresso. So let's see how that fares. Put it up, honey. I'm done. Hello? Put it up, please.
It's good right where it is, honey.
What?
It's good where it is.
No, it's not.